We are back with another edition of Ritchie and Rob. Jon Ritchie, Rob Ellis, brought to you by the great people at betPARX. Jon, good to see you as always, my friend. Let's dive right into this bad boy. Man, oh man, go from the Chiefs to the Bills to the 49ers to the Cowboys again. And Jon, things got a lot more interesting last week with the Eagles' loss. Cowboys keep rolling. They're going to come in similar fashion with those 10 days off like San Fran had last week. We know the Eagles beat the Cowboys back in week 9. It was a tight game. Eagles won by 5. Give me your thoughts on this thing initially as we go into it.
It's a must win, and I am positive that this team gets ready, gets up, gets right for games of this magnitude. I'm so excited to see our quarterback in this offense running in peak capacity, in peak fashion, at peak capacity, because I believe Jalen Hurts is finally right. I believe in this last game, despite the fact that we lost it, I saw Jalen explode in ways I hadn't seen him explode for the previous, couple months. Jalen can do things now that he couldn't do earlier this season, and we're about to take advantage in a big way.
All right, there are some that buy into maybe you're better off losing in the manner in which they did last week because it'll provide a wake-up call, as opposed to,
Sure,
hey, got away with this, got away with that. We know we've talked about it quite a bit. Do you buy into that theory?
Yes, I do. It is human nature when you're winning to overlook the little things. You know what? We were doing it as fans. Hey, yep. I don't understand exactly how they won. They made the big plays against Dallas the last time. Brandon Graham made the hustle play to push Dak out of bounds the last time. The little things. We got to keep doing the little things. We got to keep doing a little more than the little things, because these games are getting a little tight, a little too close for my liking. Mm-hmm. And our roster should be looking better at this point in time. I want to see our Eagle team in all of its grandeur. I think it's time. We're in the second half of this season now. We know this roster is unbelievable. We just saw the 49ers roster look like a completed process. I want to see our team look like that. And I think it's rounding into form. I know that we're adding pieces on the defensive side, and we're getting health with Dallas Goedert hopefully being available and Jalen being healthier than he's been all year. We're all things are looking good for our team right now.
Okay, so Dallas comes in, and you look at them. They are first in scoring offense. They're fourth in points allowed, and they do a lot of things well, Jon. But the age-old question with them is, they're a great front-running team. They will beat up on the has-beens and the never-wases and all that kind of stuff. When they go against the big boys, they struggle. How much are you a believer in this Cowboys team?
I'm not a believer in this Cowboys team.
That's why I love you, man. That's why I love you. That reaction.
Look, they're very talented. Yeah. They're very talented, but I know that we can beat up on them. I know that we can beat up on anybody, and we've sort of lost that focus a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's get back to doing what we do best. And the last time we played the Dallas Cowboys a month ago, I was checking out my notes. I was upset that we didn't run it enough in the first half against them the last time.
Sounds familiar.
And then in the second half, we had Rashad Penny. We had the Rashad Penny appearance the last time we faced the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
Let's start there this time. Let's start with running the football in earnest this week.
Yeah, I think, look, obviously that was not a priority for some reason in that 49er game. I'm with you. Get back to that. Is that, in your estimation, the best way to kind of get into a flow here for this thing and just take some of the heat off of Jalen? It was a game where, look, I didn't think the offensive line necessarily maybe had their best game last week against San Francisco. You feel like they're capable of doing that and running the ball against this Cowboys team? I mean, I look at them, they're 11th against the run. They're decent, but they're not great.
Yes, Bert, we can run the ball against anyone. Mm-hmm. Let's not forget. And let's continue to apply that pressure. Let's beat people up front. Let's play this game the way our offensive line wants to play this game. It's time. It's that time of year. We can be the best at doing this. We just need to do it. We need to call it please.
Yes. So you feel confident in the Birds in this thing? They are underdogs.
Absolutely, Bert.
Okay.
Very confident. Run the
like it.
football. I'm very confident.
I like it, John. So your outlook, I think, is a lot more positive coming off that San Francisco game than a lot of people in the Delaware Valley. I will say that, and that's what makes you you, man. You are unique. You are not a trend follower. You're not a follow the leader. I like that about you. That's for sure. John, a pleasure as always, my friend. He's John Ritchie. I am Rob Ellis. We are Ritchie and Rob for our great people at betPARX.